Well, hello, everybody. It is the Dennis and Andy Show movie review for the week, the first one of 2024. You can feel the excitement and the crackling energy in the air. Either that or it's chilly up here and my head is feeling it. I don't know. Last night, Dennis and I went and saw Night Swim. Night Swim is a Bloomhouse movie starring Wyatt Russell. That's right, Kurt Russell's kid, aka U.S. Agent. And wow, this is so funny. Dennis, I will get a laugh out of him with this. Right before we came on, I said, "What's the actress's name?" And he told me, and I already forgot. Dennis, who plays his wife?
Kerry Condon.
That's what I was going to say. Kerry Condon. She's an Irish actress. So there you go. Dennis, what is Night Swim about?
Night Swim is based on the acclaimed 2014 short film. This one stars, of
Oh,
course, Wyatt Russell and Kerry Condon as the mom and dad. Um, Ray Waller is his character's name. He's a former Milwaukee Brewer who was forced into early retirement because of a degenerative illness that he winds up contracting. And they decide to move into a new house with he and his family. He's got two kids. And they wind up having this great pool that, starts healing him. But it comes at a cost because
the
it's
pool has issues. One of the things I didn't even realize, I assume this is something that in certain parts of the country, I guess, you can have a pool like this. So apparently, this pool, it's an in-ground pool, big rectangle, 4.5 feet to 12, whatever, diving board. They said it was a natural spring pool, which I guess means you can uncork something basically, and it'll just fill from a natural spring. I mean, you still have to use chemicals, but you don't fill it with a, typical hose or whatever. I I'm assuming they wouldn't make something like that up, and there are pools like that. I got to be honest, I've never heard of that before. Have you?
no, I haven't either. That is kind of, well, I guess I can't say that out in Colorado Springs. I think it was Glenwood. We went where it is. It's a natural spring pool. I say that now that I think about it. We swam in it when we were out there, and it's heavy water. It's actually it was pretty cool. So yeah, I guess in certain parts, didn't know. It sounds like because they're up by the Twin Cities or near the Twin Cities. So this place takes place either in northern Wisconsin or northern Minnesota, which is weird because, they have cold winters. But anyway, we are going to do spoiler free up front. Give us your thought, give us, we will give you our thoughts. And then at the end, we will break into the spoilers so that you have a chance to bail if you want to go see it.
That's right. So the movie starts in 1992. So it's basically kind of giving you a slight origin of the house and the pool. And there's a nice little Asian family that lives in this house, and they have a little girl, and they have a son, and the son has some type of illness, and the girl's like 8 or 9 years old, and you know, the son is basically bedridden, and it's nighttime, and oh, she sees his favorite little toy boat in the pool, so she wants to go out and get it for him. Nice and sweet. Kind of sets the dastardly stuff up behind the pool because obviously there's a fantasy, I guess you could call it that, mystical, evil element. All the stuff you get from the trailer, and something bad, of course, happens. Then you flash forward to the present with Wyatt Russell and his family, and he had, Wyatt Russell, typical. Well, not typical because he was a star baseball player that now has MLS. But they've got a son. He's like 10. They've got a daughter that's in high school that looks to be, I don't know, 16 something. Um, and there's the pool. And like Dennis said, when the father with the MLS goes swimming in the pool, he starts feeling better and stuff. But when everybody else goes swimming in the pool, they see things. It's eerie, it's creepy. And it was interesting because if you saw the trailer, I remember getting to a point in the movie And it was probably about halfway in where I thought, okay, now I've seen everything that's in the trailer. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it's like, great, everything from here out is going to be new. So that's kind of cool. What do you think?
I kind of agree with that, and unfortunately, we will really delve into this into the spoiler section. Um, the characters were portrayed fairly well by, I think, all the actors and actresses were very fine in it. I think the script was woefully inadequate. I thought it was quite boring and terrible. And they wind up contriving like the Marco Polo scene that you see from the trailer. Andy, you actually openly started saying stuff, and I'm thinking it in my head. I'm like, just open your damn eyes. It is
Right.
the most contrived set of forced eerie scariness, and most of the scariness comes from like jump scares, which don't affect me at all. And I this had potential. I actually went back and watched the 2014 short film that this was based
Did
on.
you really?
Yes, and I will tell you this, it's like 3 minutes long. You can find it on YouTube. Maybe I'll even put the link in the description. I'd like that. That was pretty much sums up the bulk of this movie, and you can watch it in 3 minutes.
I'm gonna have to go do that. I wish man, I kind of wish you would have told me you were gonna do that. I would have watched it, but okay.
Well,
I
so
will watch it though.
yeah, I will just say that overall, the title even says, "How is this a good way to kick off the 2024 movie season?" For me, no. I again, all the actors and actresses tried with what they were given, but man, this script was boring,
Yeah.
dull,
It,
lifeless. I was
it
bored.
yeah, it kind of drug on some. I agree with that. Once again, with the actors in it, the actors were fine. You're not going to go, oh my god, they deserve an Oscar or Golden Globe or whatever. But they were fine. They were believable. They delivered fine performances. But the script suffered. It kind of drug along. Let's CGC this puppy. Give it our rating on a 1 to 10 scale, and then we can move on to the
Yep.
spoiler stuff where we really delve into it. I guess I'll kick off the new year. I think you went first last time, anyhow. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a middle of the road TV horror movie that you would see on like Sci-Fi or Tubi or something like that. So I mean, it's just a flat 5. It's middle of the road. So that's what I'm giving it.
I am giving it a little lower. I'm giving it a 4.0. Um, the premise was kind of neat. They moved in, you got their backstory, and that was kind of the highlight of the movie. And I can't say much more about it. I was bored to tears, and again, it had nothing to do with the actors and actresses. I would say you can skip this one and go find something better to watch, or go watch any of the other recent horror movies, on the streaming services. I love Wyatt Russell, Kerry Condon, great, but boy, they just couldn't save this script.
And Kerry Condon, I will say this: there was a scene in the movie when they were talking about buying the house in the pool, and Wyatt Russell, jokingly says to his wife, "You still got that black bikini, right?" And she's like, "Not here, don't." And I'm like, "Well, there could be a highlight to this movie." And then when they finally go swimming, she's wearing a black one piece, and I'm like, "Really,
Yep.
really? You drop a tease like that, and mom comes out in a black one piece? Wow! Thanks for nothing." All right, what did the Rotten Tomato? What are we looking at for reviews?
Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes. There is no audience score yet, and there's a fair number of critics giving it a 26%.
Oof.
Yep. And IMDb is giving it a 5.0.
Oh, look at that. So it's kind of right on. All right. Well, Now it's time for 3, 2, 1. We're talking spoilers. Like, subscribe, share the YouTube channels. Let us know what you think. Thank you for watching. Now we're doing spoilers. If you don't want to hear them, come back later. Okay, spoiler wise, basically the little girl in the beginning of the movie in 1992 wants to get her boy's little boat, her brother's little boat, needless to say, and there's no reason to even give the spoiler of how she dies, she drowns. There's that. But as you find out later in the movie, if the pool heals someone, well, it's a 1-for-1. There's got to be a sacrifice. And the pool is healing Wyatt Russell's character from his MLS, and even he got a real bad gash when they were cleaning the pool in the beginning of the movie on his hand. And after his first swim in it, he's like, huh. And he unwraps the bandages and his hand is perfect. There's no scar or anything. So that was the first, like, oh, the pool heals. And then, of course, you find, his mobility's coming back. He's not walking with a cane, so on and so forth. They even try to set up almost a favoritism with, like, the daughter being more of an athlete. She's 16, she's on the swim club, and the son is joining the baseball team at his new school. But I got the feeling that it's like he was the more, it's okay, buddy, you do your best, whereas they gave her a little more props, but they didn't develop that well enough.
No, they didn't develop any of this. So
Yeah.
Izzy is a good swimmer, good athlete. She's smart. And Elliot, the son, they love him, but he's by himself. He's kind of a loner, doesn't make friends, had some childhood imaginary friends when he was younger. He struggles on a lot of stuff. And of course, he decides to play baseball, what his dad was a major league for. And again, there was potentially some good dynamic there. And they hint at it, but they don't explore anything. And that's the problem with all of these characters. Nancy Lennon, she's the one who plays the real estate agent. And honestly, I found her one of the most fun characters and well developed out of all of them. And she's not all that well developed. The pool cleaner was funny. He was kind of a standout. And Jodie Long, she plays the mother from the beginning of the movie. And she's the one that has the one and only real twist, I think, that you can literally say in the movie. I don't think I want to spoil what the twist is, because if you are going to see it, you at least want to know what it is. But there's at least one moment where you went, oh, damn, you went there. You did that. And that was it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to it than that, honestly, for the spoiler part of this review.
What I was saying earlier was we were in the theater and like she's Marco Polo and just like in there, and all of a sudden the boy gets out and she's still like Marco, and then you're and she's like, hey, that's not funny. What are you doing? And I'm sitting here going, just open your damn eyes. And Andy's like, just open your eyes, like in the theater. And
it starts off with that scene at night, her and her boyfriend, and he's the one saying Marco and she's saying Polo. That takes off maybe 2 to 3 minutes. He catches her, so now it's her turn, like Dennis said. And yeah, you see him in a medium long shot swim quietly and get out of the pool. And at some point, it's Marco, you don't hear anything. Marco, you don't hear anything. And then you're supposed to say fish out of water. In other words, did you get out of the pool? She doesn't even do that. And like Dennis said, you're just sitting there going, just open your fucking eyes. She's going, Marco, it's not funny. Say something. Well, just open your eyes. You don't, what do you, you're going to open your eyes and see him standing on the edge of the pool and be like, you ruined the game. I mean, come on.
It was literally forced suspense. And I said a lot of this movie was that way. Like I said, I don't the premise is cool, and that's why I was curious. Think back to Poltergeist. Where
Right.
you've got a haunted house and the twist that they made on the haunted house, because Poltergeist and say Amityville Horror, two completely different things. And I'm like, cool. I mean, this is pool related. They have some potential. The trailer looked kind of interesting. Yeah, the trailer, and like I said, the short film that it was based on, when you see that, you're like, oh, that was literally like taken right into the scene, which is the basis of the movie. All they did was develop a little backstory to it. And they really did this in injustice.
They did. They did. It could have been a lot better. But, cleanse your palate with Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. Guys, this book is now 64 pages. It is oversized, so you can soak in all the luscious pencils that I'm showing you. This book features penciled pages from my career, from some of my favorite jobs, fully penciled. In other words, I drew these specifically for somebody else to ink. So pretty much only the inker or the editor saw these pages. Now you can enjoy them as well in book format or digital or both. And by doing a digital version, you can easily open the pages up into a program and practice your inking skills, whether you want to ink your own work or somebody else's. It's very good to practice over somebody else's pencils. Guys, go check it out. It is in demand, 6 backers away from 100 backers. Start the new year off right. Get yourself a little Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. The link for that is in the description below. I could show a lot more, but I want you to click on that link and go check it out for yourself. You will like what you see. Core draft, we have fulfilled every core draft package between both campaigns as of yesterday. Now we're going to be full force, hard at work on the next chapter in the core draft saga. And then next week on the Dennis and Andy show on Wednesday, we have special guest Christian Toto of Hollywood and Toto fame. He's a movie reviewer, great insights on movies, updates his website daily with movie news and such. He's our guest. And then next Thursday night, we are going to see The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. And we'll drop that review on Friday. Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So everybody, enjoy your day. Thank you for joining us. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. This book features 52 pages of some of my favorite full pencils that I did for other companies over the past 2 decades. The raw pencils as they were seen by the inker, and now you can see them for the first time. This book also comes in a digital format so you can practice your inking in your favorite program. Back it